Today, we're talking about Facebook ads. Sorry, Meta. Whatever they're calling themselves this week. Now, if you want to scale your online business or brand and you don't have an existing large audience to draw from, then you're pretty well gonna have to run ads. But it isn't as easy as just clicking a couple of buttons or taking some random online guru's course. Running profitable ads comes down to having a deep understanding of the platform and how people interact online. And once you figure this out, ads become an infinite money glitch for your business. $1 in, $10 back out. At least that's how I've been doing it for the last 12 years, where I've sold nearly $10 million in combined goods and services and have spent over $100,000 on myself on courses, coaches, and mentors. Not to mention the actual money that I spent on ads. But today, I'm pulling back the curtain and sharing every lesson that I've learned over the past 12 years, so stick around because after this, today, you're on my level. Now these are the 15 lessons I've learned. Let's dive in. Meta just released an internal report stating that they're doubling down on optimizing for ads that have engagement. This means people that are commenting, and sharing with your ad. So what this means for you is that if you've optimized your ad to attract the attention of the wrong person, aka clickbait, or it's not calling out your ideal client profile, what's gonna happen is the wrong people are gonna engage with your ad, and Meta's actually gonna optimize to show your ad to more of those people. And this means that you're gonna lose money. So make sure that you're using the first two lines of your ad text to properly call out your ideal client. This can be done either indirectly by talking about a problem or a situation that they may have, or calling them out directly by name. This is where you'll typically see attention coaches, attention digital product owners making $10,000 or more. That's an example of a direct call out. And this is how the pros train the algorithm to go out and find more of their ideal clients very, very quickly. Which is also exactly why waiting for your ads to optimize is total bullshit. This is just a cop-out for lazy agency owners to deliver using the minimal amount of work possible. Because from my experience, when you have a winning creative, you know right away that it's outperforming everything else in your account. Waiting for it to optimize isn't going to do squat but burn more of your hard-earned ad dollars. Now the real test will be if that winning creative can stand the test of going out into the colder waters of real scale. Which brings me to my next point, which is arguably the best tip I can give you for scaling your ads that even many of the pros haven't figured out yet. The biggest success driver to ads isn't better targeting. It's high volume creative testing. And when you test more, you win more. If you want to scale consistently, you'll never stop this process. I know some of the biggest names in this space that are spending upwards of $10 million a month, and they test up to 500 new creatives every single week. So no matter what you're spending, no matter what your ad account looks like, you can always be testing more. But for some reason, if you can't crack a successful test, it could be because of this. What you're talking about in your ads means everything. It's not about having the biggest claims or some secret button pushing strategy, because at the end of the day, a turd wrapped in gold is still a turd. But if you can't change your offer, you can change how you're talking about it. This is called positioning. In terms of order of importance to your success, it goes offer, positioning, copy, and then button pushing. Most of y'all have that ass backwards, which is what makes my next point so powerful. Being different in marketing will always outperform being better every single time. Seth Godin talks about this in his book, The Purple Cow. Being different creates contrast, which draws excess attention to you and your brand. But when you're good at it, you can expect other people to copy you because it's working. And then suddenly, your purple cow isn't as special anymore. And this is why many celebrities and companies do crazy shit and rebrand themselves every few years. It's not because they're crazy, it's because they're creating contrast, which hijacks your attention. And this is what makes the next point so powerful. Your ad creative only has one job. And I don't give a shit what your guru tells you, it is to sell a qualified click. That is all, meaning clicks from your ideal clients, not Walmart traffic. So don't use clickbait. And this next step will help you do exactly that. Simplicity wins every single time. Most advertisers fail because they try to cram everything into one ad all at the same time. All their features, all their benefits, all their testimonials, all their UGC. They want to try to make everything known to the customer all in one ad. But here's the thing, if you make your customers think, they're gone. Your job with your ads is not to explain everything. It's to make them feel something. One clear emotional point, drive it home, and make them want to click, which is why this next hook is a complete non-negotiable. Your ad and landing page absolutely have to be congruent. Have you ever clicked on something, landed somewhere else? It feels like a bloody scam. Is that really the feeling that you want your ideal clients to feel when they hit your page for the first time? Because when they land on a page and it feels different from what they just engaged with, their brain short circuits and they can't hit the back button fast enough. This is known as following the scent. So make sure whenever you're running ads that your ads and your landing page are talking to each other so that your customers don't hit the exit switch. But if you want to hook them and get them to want to give you money, then pay attention to this next lesson. You always want to sell your audience what they want and give them what they need later. I wish I would have understood this earlier in my career because it would have made my job 100 times easier. Nobody buys a gym membership because they want to go exercise. They buy because they want abs, confidence, or to fit back in their high school jeans. And they want to do it in the fastest way possible, which is why boot camps, challenges, and short-term programs sell so well to that market. You're literally making it 1,000 times harder for yourself if you're trying to sell them what they should want instead of what they actually want. So package up your offer in a way that they want it, and then give the real solution as a part of it, which ties into why the biggest players in the game never compete on features. The biggest advertisers in the game don't win because they have a better product or a better ad. They win because they can outspend you to acquire a customer. And it's not about cutting ad costs, it's about increasing customer lifetime value. It's about selling more on the back end than you are on the front end. Subscriptions, upsells, downsells, cross-sells, and even back-end high-ticket programs. And look, if you're simply relying on one offer to be profitable in 2025, you've already lost the game. You just don't know it yet. But that's exactly why you should be obsessing over this next metric. CPMs matter a lot. I don't care what your guru told you. Your CPMs, or your cost per mile, is your ad's version of cost per gas, and they directly affect where your money goes. And these CPMs can have a massive impact on your cost per acquisition. If your CPMs double and your conversion rates stay the same, your cost per acquisition will effectively double. And if your CPMs drop by half and your conversion rates stay the same, your profit doubles. And this is why knowing what metrics affect what is such an integral part of navigating what to tackle in your business. Because if you don't focus on the right metrics, you could be trying to improve the wrong thing. And this is why most people are stumbling around in the dark in their business, and you've got the blind leading the blind. But if you're not hitting this next metric, then you're literally burning money. If your ad CTR is below 1%, kill that ad immediately. Click-through rate is one of your ultimate tells in advertising whether or not your ad is actually working. A good ad should be hitting about a 10% CTR all if it's long form, which tells you that your hook is a banger. And a 2 to 3% unique outbound CTR means that you're in the money. But if you're hitting these metrics and your ad isn't clickbait, and your offer still isn't converting, then you don't have an ad problem, you have a funnel problem. Now, if you want more stability in your campaign, then pay attention to this next lesson. Meta has minimums for their ad campaigns, and they do matter. The official documentation is 50 conversions per week, and that's just the baseline. If you're not hitting those baselines, then your ad isn't properly optimizing and giving you the most efficiency that it could be, which means that you're ultimately paying more for the conversions that you're getting. I've seen CPAs literally get cut in half because we crossed this threshold. The formula to figure this out is take your expected cost per action, it could be sales, leads, or inbound DMs, and multiply it by 7.5, and that's going to give you your recommended daily ad spend per ad set. But it doesn't mean that you can't run ads on a lower budget, which is why this next part is so important. Most people simply suck at retargeting. They try to use the same ads from their top of funnel and expect that, since the client didn't buy on the first touch, that we'll just put the same thing in front of them and that'll make them magically buy. And then they wonder why their ROAS tanks. Retargeting is where all of your profit comes from. Your customers didn't buy for a reason. You want to figure out exactly what those reasons are. And then in your retargeting, you want to use strategic content, case studies, testimonials, UGC, and other various content sources to overcome those objections at any cost. These leads already put up their hand once. Now all you gotta do is get them over the finish line and say yes. And if that's not working, then this last trick might just be exactly what you need to save your campaigns. If your ads aren't working, sometimes the best thing you can do is just hit duplicate and try again. I don't know exactly why this works, but after doing this for 12 years, I've seen a stalled out campaign suddenly work with just a simple relaunch. Maybe it lands in a better auction, or maybe the algo just rolls better dice. Either way, this is a profitable coin flip that you can use in your business so that you don't have to just go straight back to the drawing board. Now, it won't fix a shitty offer or a shitty creative, but sometimes it's just that little push that you need for your campaigns to land you in the money. Now that's 12 years of lessons on how you can turn Facebook ads into your money printer. If you want my most reliable, best performing ad creative, head on over to Instagram at Briggs Official, give me a follow, and shoot me a DM with the word 7ad, and I'll send it right over to you. And if you want to learn how to use dead simple ads to scale your personal brand or expert business and hit 10K weeks, then go and watch this video here.